Hello, welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric, and tonight we're going to start a new series. Eric from Higher Ground Gaming, that is. We're going to start a new series, and it's going to feature the career of the most famous Boston Bruin ever, Bobby Orr, and it's going to be featuring Inside the Crease Hockey. And what this is going to entail is playing every season that Bobby Orr played. Currently, I believe almost every season, except for the last season with the Bruins, is available through Inside the Crease Hockey. And I think it's one of his. I'm not sure if both of his last two seasons are. They may not be available yet, but I'm hoping by the time I get played through, which will take a while, because I plan on playing every game from the Bruins each of those seasons. I'm not going to play every game from every team, although I may mix it up a little bit, but primarily this is going to feature the career of Bobby Orr, just to see how accurately we can get his stats and everything, to see how well the game simulates his stats throughout the season. Now, the only thing with this is that, unlike baseball, hockey does not have as complete a records as far as box scores go, and who played in what games. It does have career stats, for all Bobby Orr's career, goals, assists, that kind of stuff. But it does not have, I don't believe it does, at least not in NHL reference or hockey reference, doesn't have the game breakdown of what games they played. It does have the amount of games he did play in the season. So I think I'm going to try to go as best as I can with that and try to fit it as close as possible to that and take that in consideration. This first season, I believe Bobby Orr played 61 games of the 70 total games that were played by the Bruins. Let's see here if I can find that real quick. Yeah, he played 61 games of the 66-67 season. Now, I believe starting late, I'm not sure if later on, the next year or a couple years afterward, possibly, they did start. Box scores are available, I think, through most of the games after the first couple of seasons Bobby Orr played, maybe in the late 60s, early 70s, they started with the full box scores. But anyway, I'll just simulate it as much as possible. I know in 1967 and 68 he only played 6 games, so I don't know, we'll just try to simulate it as best as possible as we can do that. Again, it won't be perfect, but we'll try to, just for something for comparison. We'll see how well that goes, and maybe we'll consider doing that for some other games. In the works possibly is a Larry Bird replay, which probably be more accurate as he played a little bit later on, and those box scores, I believe, and everything for NBA are available from Bobby Orr's career for the most part. And we'll see, see how that goes. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is a possibility too. Had a long career, as well as other possible players maybe do like a baseball one too. And not only with this game, and we may not only feature the Inside Sports games, but also maybe Action PC, which has a more complete library of seasons available. But I figured with Inside the Crease Hockey, Bobby Orr's career is pretty much available, so why not start I played the game anyway, so I might as well do something kind of fun like that. And with this game, Inside the Crease Hockey, as well as the other Inside Sports games, since there is no AI playing the team, you can't really simulate any games, so it makes it hard to do complete season replays. So this game really isn't meant to do complete season replays of every team. It just would take take forever, pretty much. Whereas a team replay is definitely something that's feasible. You know, so I think that's what we're going to do. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, so without further ado, let's get this game underway. So it's game one of the 66-67 Boston Bruins. Now, the 66-67 Boston Bruins were awful. They finished in last place. There are only 6 teams currently in the NHL. I think the next year was the year that they doubled their teams. I think it was next year anyway. But this is the last year of the original 6 franchises. And the Bruins finished in last place. They only played 70 games for the whole season. Now I think they play 82. But they played only 70 games for the season. The Bruins were awful. They were 17-43, and they had 10 ties for a .314 winning percentage. Pretty bad. Again, they just to give you a comparison, the Chicago Blackhawks finished in first, and they were 41-17 and 12. So pretty much almost an opposite record there. .671 percentage, and the Toronto Maple Leafs were the NHL champions. They were the third place finishers. I think back then the top 4 to 6 teams made it to the playoffs. And so the Bruins finished with 44 points on the season, and Chicago Blackhawks were 94 points on the season. So a 50-point discrepancy there. And they were even 14 points behind who they're playing today, the Detroit Red Wings, who finished with a record of 27-39 and only 4 ties. Anyway, so that is a little bit of a background story. So the Bruins were awful, and we'll see how Bobby Orr does. You'll see some names that you probably recognize. Johnny Busick, he was the leader back then, and Eddie Westfall, another name. These other guys I don't really know, Pip Martin and Ted Green. I don't really follow hockey a lot, but I did a little bit in the 70s when I was growing up, so I do know some hockey names and stuff. Eddie Johnston, the goalie here, I knew him somewhat. I've heard of him. I didn't really see him play, but I'm more familiar with like Jerry Cheevers, who was also on the team back then too. Anyway, so without further ado, let's get this game underway, and let's have some fun. So alright, so your starting line for the home Boston Bruins are Johnny Busick, the left wing. The center is Pip Martin. The right wing is Ed Westfall. And Bobby Orr is the starting left defenseman. And Ted Green is your right defenseman. Now, I'm not sure if he started the season. Being his first year, if he was a starter. But I'm just going to assume he was, since that's what the computer chose. So I'm just going to go by the rosters that the computer throws out at me, unless we get towards the end of the year and I see that that Bobby Orr is on a pace to play more games, and I'll start to rest him maybe a little bit. But we'll see how it goes. So alright, so here is the face-off. Let's drop the puck. So, alright, so the visiting Detroit Red Wings have Dean Prentice, the left wing. The center is Alex Del Vecchio, which I've heard of him, at center. The right wing, of course, Gordie Howe. Even if you're not a hockey fan, you've probably heard of him. I'm kind of like the Babe Ruth of baseball. Well, he's kind of like the Babe Ruth of hockey. The defensemen are Leo Bolvin and Grigori Bergman. So, alright, so here's the face-off. Face-off won by the Bruins. Goes out to Ted Green. Ted Green will attempt to pass it over to Bobby Orr, but it's going to be broken up after the hit by Leo Bolvin. Loose puck. And a loose puck and goes to Bobby Orr. So he's first possession of this replay in this game. And immediately is going to be a delayed penalty actually not really a penalty. There's going to be a penalty because that's a pass. So it's going to be a penalty on the right defenseman for Detroit, Gary Bergman. See what the penalty is. And it's going to be a major. So it's going to be 1 plus minor for major. There is no major, so it's just a minor. Oh, and already there's a possible injury. Looks like it's going to be... See who it's going to be on. And it looks like it's going to be on... See, Bergman's got a roughing penalty on him, and since he was the one who was involved in the play, I'm going to say he was the one who was possibly injured. And there's going to be a shift. This is 0. This is 0, so it's going to be, he'll be out for the shift. But anyway, he's in the penalty box, so that kind of takes care of that. So Bergman goes to the penalty box. Less than a minute into the season. And the Bruins will be on the power play. Here's the face-off. Face-off won by Detroit. It's going to go to the... Since there's no right defenseman here, it'll go to the Bruins' right defenseman. It goes in that general area there. See, pass over to Westfall. Bruins on the power play. Westfall with the pass. And pass again. And see, no interception. It's going to go over. No, he's still going to have it. Gets around to him. And again, I know I keep hitting pass. He's not really passing to himself, but this is kind of like assuming that this game doesn't include every play, so it's going to be like the pass. We just assume that the pass went back to him, and he's going to pass it again to somebody else. And we are change for both lines. Alrighty, so Westfall with the puck. And it's going to be taken away by Ullman. So too much passing around by the Bruins. And they lose the puck. Gordie Howe with the puck now. And he's going to have an... No, it's going to be intercepted by Bobby Orr. Mr. Bobby Orr with a great defense rating of 6. So he'll get the puck. And he will pass it over to... And that's going to be it for the penalty. Changes to both lines. And McKenzie with the puck now. McKenzie's going to give a great pass over to Stewart. Stewart with a shot on Crozier. And it's going to be saved by Crozier. No block on it. Ted Hampson will have the loose puck after the shot. Passes it over to Hampson. Hampson's going to give a great pass over to Henderson on the left wing. Henderson's going to take a shot on Johnston. And it's going to be forced wide by McKenzie. And puck battle. Loose puck battle. And it's going to be won by Wojtowicz, the Bruins. Over to Dallas Smith. Dallas Smith with the pass. And then the line changes. Bobby Orr back on the ice. Over to Bob Dillabow. Bilodeau with the shot. And it'll be saved and held by Crozier. 4 minutes gone by in the first period. No score. Alright, face off to the right of Crozier. Won by Detroit. Over to Bolvin. Bolvin passes it over to Cullen at center. And Cullen will give it away. Tillball with the puck for the Bruins. He'll pass over to Orr. And it's going to be taken away by Bergman. Bergman with the puck for Detroit. He'll pass it over to Bolvin, and there's going to be a delayed... No, it's going to be a penalty on Green. Let's see what the penalty is. Penalty is going to be a minor. And another possible injury. So let's see what the penalty is. Minor is a slashing penalty on Green. And let's see who had the puck. Was it Bergman? I think it was Bergman. Yeah, Bergman. So assume the penalty is going to be on Bergman. So Bergman has a 0, and it is a 21. So Bergman will be out for the game. So Bergman gets injured on the penalty. Misconduct 27 is going to be a misconduct penalty on it too. So Green goes to the box. And no match on the play. So Bergman with Green. So Bergman now will be out for Detroit. So we go over to Bergman. Click on him. Oops. And he betches he's out for the game, so it's just a 0. So he doesn't miss any game, just this one. So Bergman is now out. He was a number 1 defenseman, right defenseman. So Green takes him out, so he'll be hit with a misconduct. So he'll be out for 2 minutes. So Detroit will be on the power play. Green will be out an additional 10 minutes to that. So a chance now for Detroit to be on the power play. Here's the face-off. Face-off won by the Bruins. Bobby Orr with the puck. Great penalty killer. Great defenseman is Bobby Orr. Let's see here. Next he passes over to the right defenseman. There is no right defenseman, so it's going to be a forced dumping. Puck battle. Puck battle won by Detroit. Line changes for both teams. And Gordie Howe with the puck now. He'll get a shot off on Johnston. And it'll be saved by Johnston. Bolvin with the puck. He'll get the rebound. Takes a shot on Johnston. And Johnston will make the save and hold on to it. A face off to the left of Johnston. 14 minutes left in the period. No score. Oh, why do we have 2 people already? There should be 2 people. I don't know why I did that. Let's go to the face off. So let's see here. It shouldn't be. Here we go. Green shouldn't be on. Alright, there we go. Alright, so let's have the face-off. I'll face off right here. Won by Detroit. Over to Bolvin. Bolvin over to Howe. Howe with the shot. And saved and held by Johnson. So 1 minute left on the penalty to Green on the power play. Face off won by Detroit. Over to Prentice. Prentice over to Howe. And it's going to be a forced dump in by Orr. Oh, that probably should have been just a pass. Alright, if dumping force, pass by short end team, click pass. Yeah, should have hit pass on that one. Takeaway by Bergman. Howe with the puck. And on pass over, Busick will hit, make the hit. Causing a loose puck. Pitt Martin with the wins the loose puck battle. Over to Busick. Busick will ice it. Bergman skates it up ice. He'll pass it over to line changes. He'll pass it over to Howe. And it's going to be a delayed penalty on... That's going to be a giveaway. No, actually there's a shot. So it's going to be a delayed penalty on Busick. As Howe gets a weak shot off on net. And it's a weak shot, but it's good enough though. As it gets past, trickles in past Johnston for the goal. So Gordie Howe with the first goal of the season. Detroit goes on top by a score of 1-0 on the goal by Gordie Howe. I believe it was Gordie Howe. I think he played like in 5 different decades. I think it was. I think that was one of his claims to fame there. He played until he, like, I want to say into his 50s. He played, or it might have been 60s. I know he suited up, I think, for his last game was right on the cusp of a new decade. To go over to the 5th, I want to say 5 decades. At least 4, I know that. 5 seems a bit much, but I guess it's possible. Alright, so let's see here. So we have the goal by Howe, so the penalty will be waived off. Actually, maybe it won't be because there was still a penalty on Green, so that would be on that Green power play. So I think Busick's penalty is still going to be a penalty, because the power play was because of Green's penalty, so I think that Busick's penalty will still occur. Pretty sure on that one. Not 100%, but I'm pretty sure. If anybody knows, please let me know. Whether or not I made the right decision on that one. I think I did. So let's see here. So Garrett Bergman will get the assist. Detroit goes up 1-0. And I don't want to end this, but... Ooh, who was that? That was Ted Tidgren. I think I can change this to 10. So we'll change that to 10 minutes. And that would be the end of that penalty there. However, Busick, now we have to figure out what's going on with him. His penalty. Oh, it's a goalie penalty thing. And I'm trying to think how that goes on that one. 13. I know it's the major minor thing right here. You know, I click on that, it'll be an error, so I don't want to do that. That's his injury rating, I think. I'm not sure. I'm not really 100% sure how these goalie penalties work. I know he's supposed to do a major, minor if it falls within a range, but let me see if. Let me check this out. Let's try this. No, that's not it. Yeah. I know you're supposed to, it says flip another fat card if you're playing the board game, but I'm just going to assume there isn't a penalty there. So I'm not sure exactly how to do that. I know you got to. It says something to do with the minor and major, but I don't see. I never see any numbers next to these things. So let's look at Eddie Johnston's stats if we can here. Let's take a look at his card here, actually. Oops, no, I didn't want to do that. Oh, get out of here. Yeah, I don't really see anything on here that indicates what to follow on this, so I'm just going to assume it gets waved off here. Alright. So Detroit takes a 1-0 lead at the 8-minute mark of the first period. 12-minute mark with 8 minutes gone by. Detroit with a 1-0 lead. And they win the face-off. Goes over to Prentice. Prentice will pass over to Watson. And Bruins with Pitt Martin with the takeaway. Passes it over to Mark Marot. Alright, with a weak shot on Crozier. And there's a rebound. Rebound goes out to Busick. Busick will get another shot on that. And it'll be a goal. So Johnny Busick, ties it up on a rebound shot. So a minute after the first goal by Detroit, Busick ties it up. So it's going to be a Marat and Martin with the assists. Marat will get an assist. And Martin with the assist. 1-1. So the lead for Detroit did not last long. Here's the faceoff. Faceoff won by Detroit again. Pass over to Prentice. And it's going to be intercepted by the Bruins. Westfall with the interception. And immediately, Detroit will re-intercept it by Gordie Howe. Line changes by both teams. Pass over to Wall. Wall with a great assist pass over to Hampson. Hampson with the shot on Johnston. And saved by Johnston. Rebound goes out to Orr. Orr wins a loose puck battle. He'll pass it over to Westfall. Westfall will pass it he'll give a great pass over to Stewart. Stewart with the shot. It's a 4 shot on Crozier. And it'll be blocked by Young. Young with the block. Loose puck. Loose puck won by the Bruins and McKenzie. McKenzie over to Westfall. Westfall will pass it actually over to Stewart. Line change for both teams. Over to Marot. And he'll be hit off the puck by Watson. Loose puck goes to Westfall. Westfall over to Martin. Martin is going to have a great shot on net. And saved and held by Crozier. 7 minutes 40 seconds left in the period. Tied up at 1. Here's the face-off. Face-off won by Detroit. Over to Fontenay. Fontenay over to Marshall. Marshall with the pass. Back to Fontenay. And that's going to be intercepted by the Bruins and Westfall. Westfall, a great defender. Westfall over to Busick. Busick with the pass. Over to Watson. Watson will pass it over to line changes for both teams. Watovich with the puck now for the Bruins. Pass it over to Murphy. Murphy with a great pass over to Dillabaugh. Dillabaugh with the shot. Saved by Crozier. Leaves it out for Young. Young will skate it up. Pass it over to Hampson. Hampson with a great pass. Back to Young. Young with a weak shot on Johnson. He'll easily make the save and hold on to it. So 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first period. Tied up at 1. Face-off won by the Bruins. Kicked out to Murphy. Murphy over to Watovich. Watovich with the pass over to Dillabaugh. Dillabaugh with the shot on net. And it's going to be deflected wide by Wall. Loose puck goes to Murphy. Nope, actually loose puck goes to Wall. Wall over to Smith. And Smith will give it away. Conley does not get the breakaway chance though, so the Bruins will set up. Line change for both teams. And it'll go over to Bobby Orr. Bobby Orr with a great shot, with a good shot on net. 3-shot. Winds up. And be saved and held by Crozier. Bobby Orr with his first shot on net. Comes at 16-minute mark of the first period. Tied up at 1. Face off to the right of Crozier. Referee drops the puck. Face off won by Detroit. Taken away by Shock. And it's going to be a penalty, delayed penalty on Mahavlich. And JP Parise with the shot on goal. Saved by Crozier. Bobby Orr will win the loose puck battle. Pass it over to Parise. Parise with the shot on that. And it's going to be saved and held onto by Crozier. Let's see what the delayed penalty is now on Mahavlich. And the penalty is going to be a minor penalty. It's going to be a tripping penalty. No misconduct. So the Bruins will be on the power play. 1 minute left to the misconduct penalty on Green. Bruins on the penalty, on the power play. Here's the face-off. Face-off won by the Bruins. Over to Parise. Creasy will pass it over to Williams. Williams with a weak shot on net. Saved by Crozier. Rebound back out to... Bergman will get it for Detroit. And be a forced dump in by Shock. Bobby Orr with the loose puck. 9 changes for both teams. Busick with the puck now skated up. And it's going to be that penalty. With still 40 seconds left on the actual penalty here, so. Over to Westfall. Westfall with the shot on net. Good shot, but saved by Crozier. It was a rebound, though. Rebound goes out to Ullman for Detroit. And, ooh, it's going to be a possible penalty on Bobby Orr here. So it's going to be a... I'll ice it back up, so ice it.
Last minute of play in this period.
And penalty on Bobby Orr. Let's check and see what that is. It's going to be a minor penalty on Orr. Holding. No misconduct. So holding penalty on Bobby Orr. So in a few seconds, the Detroit Red Wings will be on a power play. As we finish up the other Mahavlich's penalty. Face off won by the Bruins. Over to Westfall. Alright. So Detroit on the power play now. So they'll be on a power play for a minute and 40 seconds. Score tied at 1:40 seconds left in the period. Passes over to Pip Martin. Taken away though by Prentice. Detroit. Over to Bolvin. And Bolvin will get a good shot off on net. Saved by Johnston. Rebound. Rebound out to Westfall. And he'll be forced to dump it in by Howe. He recovers and will leave it for Bergman. Bergman over to Howe over to Prentice. Oh, Bergman over to Prentice. Prentice with the pass, and that's going to be the end of the period. So after one period of play, it's Boston 1 and Detroit 1. Let's take a look at the box score quickly. Detroit with 7 shots on net. Bruins with 11. Let's see here. Busick with the goal for the Bruins with assist by Martin and Moreau. Alright. Shots on goal. Bilodeau with 2. Parisi with 2. Lead the Bruins. For Detroit. Goal by Howe. Assist by Bergman. Shots on goal leaders is Bolvin with 2. Actually, Howe with 3 shots on goal. We lead both teams. Detroit won 54% of the face-off so far. And that's your summary of the first period. First 20 minutes of play. Alright, so we'll face off for the second period in just a second. Alright, so start of the second period with Orr still in the penalty box for another 40 seconds. So Detroit will be on the power play for 40 more seconds, approximately. Here's the face-off. Face-off won by Detroit. Over to Young. Hit by Watson. Loose puck. Gathered up by Moreau. Over to Westfall. Westfall will ice the puck, and that'll end the penalty. The Bruins successfully kill off the power play. And the Bruins will intercept the puck. Bobby Orr back on the ice will intercept the puck. Pass it over to the right wing, Stewart. Stewart will pass it over to Oliver. Hampson with the takeaway for Detroit. Line changes. Bergman with the puck for Detroit. We'll get a shot off on that. And it'll be saved by Johnson. Rebound goes out to Bergman. We'll have another shot on that. Even better shot this time. Saved by Johnson again. And let's see here. Busick this time with the loose puck. Over to Watson. And forced dump in by Boyven. And Crozier will take the puck behind the net and give it to Boyven. Over to Bergman. Skates it up the ice. Back to Ullman. Ullman with the shot on net. He's going to get a great opportunity here on Johnston. And saved by Johnston. The rebound. Rebound will go, let's see here. We'll go back to Ullman. He'll have another great shot on net. Another save by Johnston. He'll leave it for Moreau. Moreau skated up. Over to Busick. Busick with a great pass. Back to Moreau. Moreau with a weak shot on net. Saved and held by Crozier. 16 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second period. 1-1 tie still. Bruins with 12 shots on net. Detroit with 11. Here's the faceoff. Faceoff won by Detroit. Over to McGregor. McGregor over to Ullman. Ullman with a great pass. Over to Bergman. Bergman with the shot. Saved and held by Johnson. Face off to the left of Johnson. Face off won by Ullman for Detroit. Over to McGregor. Kicked up McGregor. Line change for both teams. Delvecchio with the puck. Gives a great pass over to Prentice. Prentice with the shot. Saved and held by Johnson. 16 minutes left in the period. Referee drops the puck. Won by Detroit. Over to Wall. Ball over to Howe. Howe with a weak shot on Johnson. Forget he did put a weak shot in before for a goal. I think it was like a 2-shot. And saved by Johnson and held on to. Here's the face-off, and it'll be Oliver getting kicked out for the Bruins. Sure, who gets in now? 0-1 by Detroit. Kicked out to Young. And with the pass. And it's going to be a delayed penalty on McKenzie for the Bruins. High with a shot on net. Saved by Johnson. Rebound goes out to... Smith's going to get it, so there'll be a change of possession there, so that we'll find out who the penalty is. And penalty is going to be, no, it's beyond the range here, so there's no penalty on McKenzie, so it'll just be a, we'll assume that got waved off, and so we'll have Smith take the puck up. Smith will take the puck, and he'll give it away. Delvecchio with the puck for the Red Wings. Over to Young. Penalty. Young with the pass. Line changes for both teams. Over to Watson. Watson with the pass. Over to McGregor. McGregor with a shot on Johnson. And it'll be a goal from the Red Wings. So McGregor gets it past Johnson at the 13:40, 6 minutes and 20 seconds mark of the second period to put Detroit on top 2-1. So McGregor, and it'll be Watson and Young with the assists. So Detroit in a 2-1 lead now. Face off at center ice. Won by Detroit. Kicked out to McGregor. McGregor over to Watson. Watson will give it away. Murphy with the puck for the Bruins. He'll skate it up. Pass it over to Green. Green with the giveaway. McGregor with the puck. Brings it up. And it's going to be a giveaway by Watson. So neither team seems to be able to hold on to the puck. Connolly will get it for the Bruins. He'll pass it over to Murphy. Murphy with a great shot attempt here on Crozier. He skates in. And it'll be saved by Crozier. I thought that was going to be another tie score here. Quickly after the other goal. And Boyven with the puck for Detroit. Line changes. Taken away by Westfall. Westfall over to Moreau. Moreau with a weak shot on net. Saved by Crozier. Crozier over to Boyven. And it's going to be a hit by Moreau. Causes a loose puck. Loose puck battle. Won by... Who's the offense? Detroit's the offense. So Detroit will... It's defense. So the Watson will get the loose puck. Pass it over to Busick. Busick will give a great pass. Over to Watson. And the shot will go wide. Loose puck. Won by Detroit. Over to Hampson. Hampson with a weak shot on Johnston. It's going to go forced wide by Moreau. Henderson wins the loose puck battle. Over to Boyven. Line changes for both teams. Over to Howe. Howe with a weak shot on net. Saved and held by Johnson. So Howe is getting a lot of scoring opportunities here. Detroit leads at 2-1 halfway through the second period. Face off to the right of Johnson. Referee drops the puck. Won by Detroit. Over to Marshall. Marshall over to Howe. Howe with a good shot on net here. And saved and held by Johnson. Here's the faceoff. Won by Detroit once again. Over to Marshall. Marshall over to Howe. Howe with the shot. Saved by Johnson. I'll leave it for Green. Green over to Murphy. Murphy with the shot on Crozier. Saved by Crozier. And he'll hold on to it. It's off to the left of Crozier. Detroit wins the faceoff. Over to Marshall. Hit on Marshall by Orr. Orr with a great hit. Causes a loose puck. Won by Del Vecchio. Forced dump in by Connolly. Orr will chase down the puck. It's great speed. Line change for both teams. Busick with the puck. He'll put a shot on net. And it'll be a goal. So Johnny Busick comes through with his second goal of the game to tie the score at 2. So Johnny Busick, the leader of the Bruins in scoring, and the leader and captain, I believe, of the Bruins back then. We'll tie the game up at 2. Let's see who gets the assists, if any. Looks like Bobby Orr is going to get an assist here. Bobby Orr, who is an assist king, kind of like John Stockton in basketball. Bobby Orr will get an assist on the play, on the goal. So Bobby Orr with his first points of the season. The Bruins tied at 2 at the 8-minute mark of the second period. Referee drops the puck. Won by Detroit. Over to Bergman. Bergman hit by Busick. Caused a loose puck. Wave for Detroit. Gets the loose puck. Passes it over to Smith. Smith with the shot on net. Saved by Johnson. Westfall with the rebound. And it's going to be a late penalty, or actually a penalty. Have to pass, so penalty on Oyvind. We'll see what the penalty is. It'll be a minor plus opponent if penalty 1 or higher. The opponent is a Bobby Orr, so Bobby Orr looks like he's going to go off with his second penalty of the game. Plus opponent if penalty 1 or higher it is. Tripping and no misconduct though. Let's see what the penalty on Orr is. Orr with a hooking penalty, no misconduct. So Orr with his second penalty of the game. Oops. Face off here. Yep. Face-off goes out to the Bruins. Martin wins the face-off. Over to Westfall. He'll pass it over to... Oh, she'll pass it again. Over to Westfall. Westfall passes it over to line change for both teams. Over to Parisi. Crease. He'll give it away. And Del Vecchio with the puck. Sets up. And he's going to get a good shot off on net. He'll be saved by Johnston. Shock with the gets the rebound. Shock with a great pass over to Green. Green with a shot on that. Saved and held by Crozier. 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second period. Score tied at 2. Here's the face-off. Referee drops the puck. Won by the Bruins. Over to Williams. Let's see here. Williams will get a great shot on net, as it's not intercepted. So Bruins have a chance to take the lead here. Saved by Crozier. Rebound out to Prentice. And that'll be it for the penalty on Orr. Oops, it should have been a penalty. Those are offset penalties, so they should have ended at the same time. Alright, line changes for both teams. Allman with the puck for the Red Wings. He'll get a shot off on net. Saved by Johnston. Stewart with the puck. The Bruins. Pass it over to Smith. Intercepted though by Allman. Line changes. Over to Prentice. Almost a hit by Green. Prentice will pass it over to Howe. Howe with the giveaway though. And no breakaways. Murphy with the puck though. He'll set it up over to Dillabaugh. Dillabaugh with the shot on net. Saved and held by Crozier. Face off to the right of Crozier. Detroit with the loose puck. With the face-off win. Over to Prentice. Prentice looks around and passes it over to Young. Young with the pass over to Hall. Line change for both teams. Hampson with the puck now for Detroit. Shot on net, and it's going to be out of play. Saved and out of play. So 2 minutes left in the second period with the score tied at 2. He drops the puck. Oh, he doesn't put anybody else in the... Oh, nobody else is rated for face-offs. Interesting. Didn't even realize that. So, alright, so... Bruins with the face-off win. Up to Watson. Bergman will cause it dumping. Crozier will leave it for Bergman. Bergman over to Bolvin.
Last minute of play in this period.
Bolvin with the pass. Ooh, is going to pass over to Smith. And it's going to be delayed penalty on McKenzie once again. And it's going to be a weak shot on Johnston by Smith. Johnston with the save. Smith with the loose puck rebound. He'll get a shot off on that. Saved by Johnston. Another rebound. Goes out to Boyven. Boyven with a weak shot on that. saved and held by Johnson. So let's see what the penalty is on McKenzie. It's going to be a minor penalty on McKenzie. And penalty for a high is only a 3, so it's not an offsetting penalty. So it's going to be a minor on McKenzie for hooking. And a misconduct. 14 is a 29, so we get the misconduct too. And no match. Okay, so John McKenzie to the penalty box for Detroit on the power play for 2 minutes, would be extended into the third period. And also a 10-minute misconduct penalty for McKenzie. The Bruins shorthanded once again. Here's the face-off. Face-off won by the not won by the Bruins. It's going to be won by the Bruins, but there's no left wing over there, so it's going to go to Henderson. Henderson over to Bergman. Bergman with the pass. Oh, it's going to be taken away by Stewart. So, Bruins with a short-handed opportunity here. Pass over to Watson, who get a weak shot off on net. Easily saved by Crozier and held. So face-off in the Detroit zone. Only a few seconds left in the second period. Is the face-off. Face-off won by Detroit. Over to Smith. And that's the end of the period. So at the end of 2, tied up at 2. 20 minutes left in the game. Let's check out the box score here. Detroit now leads in shots on goal, 26-20. Detroit with 19 shots on net, double the shots of the Bruins, who had 9 shots on net. But the results were 1 goal apiece, so we're tied at 2 after 2. Shots on goal for Detroit. Gordie Howe with 8 shots on net. Wow. And 1 goal. Boyd Smith with 3 shots on goal, as well as Boyven and Bergman each with 3 shots. And Ullman. So, a few Detroit skaters with the majority of the shots, especially Howe, though. Howe with almost 3 times as many shots as the next highest guy. The Bruins, the leader in shots is Dillabaugh with 3. Marat with 3. And start the third period in a minute. Alright, here we are to begin the third period with the score tied at 2. Back then, there was no overtime. So if it ends in a tie, it'll end in a tie. Each team will get a point. I think that's how it works. Or it's just a tie. I think each team gets a point. Alright, here's the face-off. Referee drops the puck. Detroit still in the power play for the next minute on McKenzie. Detroit will win the face-off. Taken by Prentice. Prentice over to Howe. And Bobby Orr will break it up, intercept it. And he'll have ice the puck. Prentice with the puck now for Detroit will skate it up. And he'll get a great shot on net. Ooh, he's going to have an excellent scoring opportunity here on the power play on Johnston. Saved by Johnston. Rebound goes out to Howe. Howe with the shot. Saved by Johnston. Rebound. Out to Bergman. Bergman with the shot. Ooh, almost a goal, but saved by Johnston once again. Rebound out to Boyven, so it's going. All the Detroit guys are right there. Let's see who's going to get this though. Nope, but this time looks like Pitt Martin is going to get the loose puck. And it's going to be a forced dump in by Boyven. So Boyven will chase it down. Over to Bergman. Bergman with the weak shot on net. Saved by Johnston. Howe with the loose puck. We'll take a shot on net. Almost that should have been the end of the power play. Saved by Johnston. Oh, forced wide by Orr. That's got to be the end of this. So. The penalty is over. It should have been over 40 seconds ago. Loose puck will go to Orr. Line change for both teams. Murphy with the puck for the Bruins. He's going to get a great shot on Crozier. Saved by Crozier. Kicked out to Marshall. Marshall over to Watson. "17 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game. Score tied at 2. And Watson will cause the forced dumping. Puck battle won by Watson. Over to Murphy. Murphy with a great pass. Over to Moreau. Moreau with the shot. Saved by Crozier. McGregor will get the puck. He'll skate it up, pass it over to Bathgate. Bathgate with a weak shot on Johnston. Saved and held by Johnston. Face off to the left of Johnston. Referee drops the puck. Won by Ullman. Ullman with the pass over to Watson. Watson with a weak shot on net. Oh! Low number, but it was a 0 shot, so those never go in. So, easy save by Johnston. Dumps it off from Murphy. Line change for both teams. Westfall with the puck now. He'll pass it over to Martin, and it'll be a delayed penalty on Hampson. Martin with the shot on net. Saved and held by Crozier. So Bruins will be on the power play most likely. We'll see. Well, that's a low number, so maybe not. Let's see what the penalty is. So it's a cross-checking penalty. So it's an automatic, I guess, an automatic number when there's no number there. So he will get the penalty. And misconduct, no misconduct. So Hampson does not commit many penalties, but he does here. Probably wrong place at the wrong time. Bruins will be on the power play. Score tied at 2. Chance to go ahead here. Bruins will put on their power play. Put on their, whoops, they'll put on the penalty kill. The Bruins with their power play team out there. Power play lines. Here's the face-off. Face-off to the right of Crozier. Won by Detroit. Over to Marshall. And that's a 7, so that's what takes place in the power play thing. So Westfall will force the dump in. Martin with the loose puck. Bruins skated up. Over to Orr. Orr with the pass. Over to McKenzie. And McKenzie will... Oh, he'll be hit there by Howe. A loose puck. Won by Marshall. And Bruins will take it away. Taken away by McKenzie. Dumping forced pass. So this is what I should have done with the shorthanded team. So it will be pass to the right wing. Forced pass by the short. If dumping force, it's a forced pass by the shorthanded team. So it's not a shot. So this is just a forced pass, but it's not okay. See back, because that would have been a good pass too. I mean, a good shot opportunity. Line change for both teams. And it's going to be taken away by Howe. These guys should be on the... Bruins should still be on the power play. Take away by Howe. And nothing over here. No pass over to the center, so the Bruins will get that one. Or with the puck. Penalty is over. Line change for both teams. So Detroit successfully kills off the penalty. Bruins cannot score. Westfall with the puck. He'll give a great pass over to Watson. Watson's shot will go wide. Chased down by Moreau. Over to Busick will be a forced dump in by Bathgate. Marshall with the loose puck. Goalie recovers it, leaves it for him. And possible penalty on Westfall here. Late penalty. And he'll give a McGregor with a great pass. Ooh, thank goodness these guys don't shoot that well. Over to Watson. Watson with the weak shot on net. Saved and held by Johnson. So let's see. The penalty is on Westfall. Let's see if there's going to be a power play for Detroit. Most likely there probably will be. Ooh, a double minor on Westfall. That's a killer. No misconduct. So a 4-minute penalty on Westfall. Ouch. Bruins about to kill off 2 power plays here. Alright, so let's see. They're going to put their power play ones. They're going to start doing this too. Power play ones for the power play team and penalty kill ones for the defenders. Alrighty. Here's the face-off. Face-off won by the Bruins. Up to Busick. Busick over to Martin. Martin will ice it. Trying to look for the best defenders here. Oof. Okay. It's as good as we're going to get, I guess. Alright, taken away by Oliver for the Bruins. As McGregor would have had an excellent shot opportunity, but it's taken away by Oliver. Hit by Henderson, loose puck. Watson with the win the loose puck battle. Over to Stewart. Stewart will ice the puck. So they've killed up basically one of the penalties here. Still one more to go. One of the minors. Marshall with the puck. He'll pass it over to McGregor. Ooh, McGregor's going to have an excellent opportunity here. He's going to give it a great shot on Johnston. Chance to put the Detroit ahead. And it will be a goal. No, it's going to be a wide shot as Marot is able to force a wide shot, thankfully, on a great shot opportunity by McGregor. So he was dead on, but Marot was able to get a stick in there and deflect it wide. Whew. Bruins fans are happy with that. And Watson will get the loose puck. Taken away, though, by Marshall. Marshall over to Henderson. Henderson's going to have a great shot opportunity here. Another 5-shot on net. And this time it will be a goal, though, by Henderson. So the Bruins are able to kill off one of the penalties, but not the other. And Detroit's going to take a 3-2 lead halfway through the third period. Oops. 0. There you go. No, that's not. I didn't want to kill Yeah, Mackenzie's. Okay, that's right. Mackenzie's I want to keep in there because that's the misconduct. Alright, so Mackenzie was still 1:20 left on his misconduct. And let's see who the assists, if any. So a power play goal by Detroit puts them up 3-2. And Marshall will get the assist. Alright, face off to the center ice now after the goal. Face off won by... it's going to be it. So there is it. Hold on. There we go. Face off won by Detroit. Over to Prentice. Line changes for both teams. And Hampson's going to get a shot on Johnston. And that'll go out of play. Face off to the right of Johnston. Now it's halfway through in the third period. Detroit with a 1-goal lead. Hampson gets kicked out of the face-off. Bruins win the face-off. Over to Conley. Conley over to Marot. Marot with the pass. Back to Conley. Conley with the shot on net. Saved by Crozier. Rebound goes up. Smith. Passes over to Henderson. And he'll give it away. Delabau with the puck. Bruins will set up. And that's the end of the misconduct penalty on Mackenzie. Oliver with the puck now. Forced dump in by Bergman. Bruins of the offense. Yeah, 3 plus. Okay, so Bruins will win that loose puck battle. And there's be a penalty on Bergman. Potential penalty. Great pass though by Orr. Bruins with an opportunity here. Oh, assist past the right wing, which is going to be shot 5. Stewart on net. Can they tie it up? No. It'll be saved and held by Crozier. So great save by Crozier. Bruins had an excellent chance to tie it up there. Once again, right after the Detroit scored, Boston was able to produce a good scoring opportunity there, but Crozier comes through with the save. Let's see what the delayed penalty is. Bruins will be on the power play though. It's going to be minor on Bergman for hooking. And a misconduct. So he'll be gone for the rest of the game. So the Bruins now with a power play opportunity with 8 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game. Here we go. Here's the faceoff. Won by the Bruins. Out to McKenzie. Line changes. Over to Oliver. Oliver with a great pass. Over to Busick. Busick with the shot. Oh, and saved by Crozier. It's going to be one loose puck won by Boyven. Boyven will ice the puck. Bruins will set up again. Oliver will pass it over to Moreau. And he'll give it away. Bathgate with the puck for Detroit. And he will ice the puck. And that's just about the end of the power play for the Bruins there. Moreau with the puck. And that'll do it. No, not quite yet. Yeah, that'll do it. So that's the end of the power play there. I don't know why I didn't end it here. Shoot. Oh, it did end it, okay. So Moreau with the puck. He'll be intercepted though by Ullman. And the Bruins will intercept it right back with Moreau with the puck. Over to Westfall. Westfall will pass it over to Watson. Watson with not a great shooter. And he will give it away. Berger with the puck for Detroit. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the period. Interception by the Bruins. By Watson. Line change for both teams. Hit by Boyven. And we're going to go high physical play here before checking. Oops. Opposite there. Detroit will do the opposite. Alright, so where's the puck for Bruins? Yeah, Bruins with the puck. Center, so that the Vecchio will come with the loose puck battle over to Bergman. Bergman with the pass. And it'll be a hit by Wadowicz for the Bruins. Loose puck. Gotten by Boyven. And pass it over to Howe. And it's going to be a defensive high. Physical high, then penalty check. So it'll be a penalty check on the Bruins. Oh no. But he's gonna get a delayed penalty. Not good for the Bruins, but they had to do something. And Howe will get a good shot off on net. And be saved by Johnson. And that'll be so that'll be here. So find out what the penalty is. Penalty is going to be a minor penalty on Smith. And a misconduct. So Smith will be gone the rest of the game. So 2 minutes and 40 seconds. So basically, almost the remainder of the game, minus 40 seconds, Detroit will be able to keep away on the power play. So not good for the Bruins there. Detroit on the power play. And I guess we'll continue to go aggressive here. We don't want to leave ourselves too open. Face-off won by the Bruins. Over to Green. Passes over to Busick. Busick will ice the puck. Line change for both teams. McGregor with the puck. Oh my goodness, he's got a monster on the power play here. And he'll get a great shot up on Johnson, and that will be a goal. So that will pretty much ice the game there. The only good thing is that the power play is over. But they do score once again on the power play. And that will put Detroit up by 2 goals. So the Bruins are going to have to pull the goalie. Maybe they can't yet. So have to wait until the face-off. Alright, so face-off at center ice. Bruins down by 2 goals now. Only 2 minutes left. No, this we can't. No. Alright, face-off won by the Bruins. Over to Green. There we go. Alright, let's see if we can fix the extra skater here. Mackenzie. Mackenzie's going to be our guy. 1, 2, 3 through 6, 3 through 7. No, maybe not. Let's see, Marote. 1, 2, 3. Panovich. No. Marote is our guy so far. No. Oh, no, Murphy. I think Murphy's going to be our guy. Murphy looks the best here. Oh, no. He's even better. Stewart. Rob Stewart. We're just going to go with Stewart. Oh, no. Williams looks even better. I will go with Williams. He looks pretty darn good there. Williams looks like he's going to be our guy. Tommy Williams comes on as a 6th man here. Bruins with the empty net here, down by 2. And Orr with the puck. Orr will give it away. No, Bobby, no. Orr gives it away. And it's going to be a pass here. And Vecchio will be set, really? How can you do that? Alright, they're gonna ice it.
Last minute of play in the game.
And Bruins with the puck, and Vecchio will steal it. And Westfall forces a forced dumping. Puck battle won by the Bruins. I'm running out for them. Assist pass here. Over to Green. Green with the weak shot. Wide, forced wide by Prentice. Possible injury. Who's the injury going to be in Westfall? So he'll be out the rest of the game in 20 seconds. Alright, so Westfall will be out the rest of this game. Put Martin in, I guess. So we'll face off because of the injury. Face off won by the Bruins. Time running out. Over to Martin. Martin with the pass. And that'll be the end of the game. So the Bruins won 17 games on the whole season. actually won this game by a score of 6-2, so this is not going to fare well for the Bruins, who lost this game. Ended up being by a score of 4-2, so we're going to have to make up a game now. So we'll have plenty of opportunities, definitely, I'm sure, but not a very good team, as Detroit was probably the worst team next to the Bruins, and they lose to them by a score of 4-2. So let's check the box score. So let's check our stars of the game. Gordie Howe. Gordie Howe. Definitely, I would give that to him. A goal. 10 shots on goal. Yes, 10 shots by one guy. Gordie Howe. Gets player of the game. And he even outbeat McGregor, which I gotta say with that too, even though McGregor had 2 goals, but he only had 2 shots on goal, so he was 2 for 2, but Howe had 10 shots there. Howe has dominated the Detroit team. And Crozier, yeah, definitely one of the players of the game. Only 2 goals allowed and 26 shots. 4-2, so the goals for Detroit by Howe, Peterson, and McGregor with 2. McGregor's a monster, though, on as you can see on the power play. With those scoring opportunities, all 5s and 4s shots. Busick had both goals for the Bruins, so he's their captain, so that makes sense. Save the game stats. And check out the box score here. So again, Howe with 10 shots on net. Player of the game. Play the game for the Bruins. Busick with 3 shots on goal. 2 of them went in. And Orr did get an assist, so the Bobby Orr career starts with an assist in Game 1. So good start to his career. And see how many of these goals were power plays. Let's check that out again. I think 2 of them were power plays for... not the first one. Yeah, this is Bobby Orr's assist. Yeah, the last 2 goals for Detroit in the 3rd period, which were the nails in the coffin, were both power play goals. So let's check and see our... I can tell you who they're going to play next. I'll look at the schedule. Up on our other screen. The box score back up. You guys can take a look at that. Bruins schedule. So they will play the Montreal Canadiens the next 2 games on June 20th. This was a game from October 19th of 66, and next game will be on October 22nd of 66 at the Montreal Canadiens, so at Montreal, so against their arch rivals. And then the next 2 games will be in Montreal. Next one will be at the Boston Garden on the 23rd, and then it'll be Toronto on the 29th, and at Detroit on the 30th to finish out the month. So thank you for joining me. It's been Eric from Higher Ground Gaming, and Game 1 of Bobby Orr's career goes to the Detroit, but Orr did get an assist, so he got a point on the game. Let me check and see if he did get it. No, I can't actually. There is no box score for this, so I'm not sure if he did get a point or not in this game. He might have, because they did score 6 goals, so he may have got a point or 2 or 3, or who knows. So thank you for joining me. It's Merrick from High Ground Gaming, and we'll see you in Game 2 against the Montreal Canadiens coming up. So take care and God bless. Bye-bye.